Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing the song full of the hope that the present has brought us. This is the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Testing, testing, testing,
Hey,
testing.
Daniel, we're ready? Let's go. Give me a countdown.
Daniel, I got a lot of background noise.
Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio World. We are here for semi-final basketball. Metro League Championship is on the line, and happy Black History Month, and there could be no better way to celebrate it today than having the legend Joyce Walker in the building. Hey, Joyce.
We're in the building. Semifinals to see who get to play for the Metro Chip on Friday.
Yeah, big game today. Garfield and West Seattle are playing over at Garfield in the other game. And so before we get started here, let's talk about Garfield, West Seattle. And anything can happen, in these types of games. Although Garfield, they're pretty solid.
Yeah, anything can happen when you tip that ball up. You know, Garfield's a juggernaut, but I've seen some runs after watching West Seattle. They're pretty formidable too.
Yeah.
Right? So who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
And we saw what Isaiah Watts can do.
Isaiah Watts, look, he didn't cook early in the first half against Rainier Beach, but that second half he came to play.
Yeah.
So we're going to expect his best tonight as well.
And I think he had 25 in that second half. But here we've got Rainier Beach and Seattle Prep. And Joyce, you had some interesting observations that you were sharing with me about this game. Can you, again, just kind of talk about that again, the difference in styles between these teams and what the impact that that's going to have?
Yeah, Rainier Beach likes to get up. They like to be in your face with a lot of pressure. And Seattle Prep's more methodical, but they got that incredible point guard out there that settles them. I think Rainier Beach has to point guard, specifically Mr. Robinson, needs to run his team.
Okay.
Not so much want to get into scoring, but put his players in position. Because if you get into Seattle Prep's gameplay, it could be tough. It'll be a long night.
And Mr. Robinson is a scorer.
Yes.
So you think he's gonna have to change his mentality? Is that gonna be easy to do at this point?
Well, he's so quick. He's gonna get some easy looks all the time. But he needs to make sure he settles his team early. He can always get hits.
Okay.
It's gonna be important.
Here we go for tip-off. The tip goes to Seattle Prep. Ball in the hands of Nevin Marin, and of course they get the ball to Braden Smith. Keep your eye on Braden Smith. If you have not seen him before, he's a leader. He's a player. He's an athlete. Ball is stolen by DeMar Johnson. That right away, Beach with the defense, Joyce.
That's what they do. If you're careless with the ball, they will make you pay all the time. Can't be careless with the ball. Got to use some ball fakes because they're coming downhill defensively.
So quickly, Beach with the steal on top, 2-0. Ball back in the hands of Braden Smith, guarded by Namir Robinson. Christian King, 6'7" junior. And King can hit that shot. King does hit that shot. Speaking of the devil.
Wide open.
That's going to put Prep on top now. 3-2 with 7:08 here to go as we are just getting started. Ball in the hands of Jalen Green. Guarded by King on the outside, looking to get the ball to Connerly. Does. Outside, though, a little further than they want to be working at. And Robinson right away goes to the hoop. Shot doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by Tyler Russ.
You notice Prep is aware they can't play a man-to-man, so they're in a zone. They're going to make Rainier Beach hit some jump shots from outside.
Braden Smith takes a deep three, doesn't go. Green with the rebound. Quickly up and down the court is Beach. DeMar Johnson, nice pass from Green.
There go that man again.
You'll be hearing that name a lot tonight, too. DeMar Johnson, 4-3 Vikings back out in front. Drive on the baseline. Shot is blocked. And Josh Connerly, let me help you up, man.
Good defense by Rainier Beach. They didn't stick their hand in the cookie jar and get that careless foul. They just went straight up.
Beach with the ball. And senior DeMar Johnson over to Robinson. Robinson, junior point guard. And a deep three misses everything. Ziggy Holmes, 9 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know if they know that. The shot clock did not reset. DeMar Johnson to the hoop. Euro step. Shot is blocked. A lot of traffic and a lot of collisions, Joyce. No foul, though. No foul.
Are you sure they didn't call one?
Or did they did? They did call an offensive foul on Johnson.
Foul. Yep.
Smith across the half-court line. Tyler Russ. Christian King again on the baseline. Dips off. Connerly jumps, leaves his feet, and Jack Velling, who's a pretty good tight end.
Really good penetration by King, though. He made that play possible. He hit that baseline, and he had to get some help. And I don't see it that often. That old pump fake, that'll get you some money every time. So it's good to see Mr. Velling use that pump fake.
Again, a pretty highly recruited tight end from Seattle Prep. 6'5" and a load in the wallet.
Nice shoulders, good body.
Misses the second free throw. That leaves the score tied at 4 apiece with 5:32 here to go. Again, DeMar Johnson setting up, and like you said, Joyce, that Seattle Prep is going to cause them to be more patient on offense.
Yes, they're going to have to penetrate.
Nice dish to Connerly.
Just that.
Connerly misses the point-blank shot. Robinson ends up with the ball. Braden Smith gets it. Braden Smith all by himself, and Braden Smith lays it up over the lip and in. And
he's a bluer, ain't he, Mr. Smith? Both of these guards are must-watch TV because they can play.
6-4 now. Prep on top of the Vikings here at Crawford Court. Tony B. and Joyce, the legend Walker. Happy Black History Month from the left elbow. Ziggy Holmes pulls up. Shot falls short. Marinkovic with the rebound. Russ feeds Velling, and Velling lays it in softly with 2 hands over the hoop. I know he wanted to do more damage than that, but he let the ball go in the hoop.
But beautiful basketball. Penetration and dish.
And you mentioned that was what Prep was going to do.
That's what they do. I've watched them a couple times, and they're methodical, and they get the most out of their offense. Rainier Beach has to make sure they pass the ball, not fall in love with one-on-one basketball.
Johnson again drives and dishes. Robinson comes in the lane. You call it the kill box, huh?
The kill zone.
You
get in the kill zone, nothing but good stuff happens.
Robinson missed a shot, rebounded by Holmes, who put up a shot that didn't go.
And that's Rainier Beach's advantage. They're such quick leapers. They get a ton of second opportunities, and that really helps them get into their game. So Seattle Prep has to limit them to 1 shot because they're going for the ball every time it goes up.
Ziggy Holmes to the line. He'll get 2 shots. First shot by Holmes. Bounces off the front of the rim, rolls around, and drops in on the back of the rim. Got a substitution in the game for Beach. Miles Damon.
There's that lefty.
Left-handed and
left-handed.
Solid defensive player, too.
Yes, and can get buckets, too.
Next shot by Holmes. That one's good as well now to pull Beach within 2. And that full court man-to-man pressure, Joyce, all game long.
All game long.
Russ with the ball. Attempts to find Braden Smith. Again, another steal.
Playing that passing lane.
DeMar Johnson with the ball. Connerly with it now on top for Beach. Back to Miles Damon, who had a three but didn't take it. Early in the offense, Johnson spins, almost falls down. Behind the back, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Again, good D. Almost loses the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Jalen Green from three misses everything.
And Seattle Prep wants you to take those kind of shots where the ball's not moving, where one individual player is trying to make a play instead of moving the ball and making a play for their teammate.
Ball down low. Christian King, another three. Christian King! I told you about that, man. 6'7" junior for Seattle Prep. Buries the three under pressure.
All the shooter has to do is see one go in. Right? And the basket starts to get bigger. So he's had three really good open looks.
11-6 now. Prep on top. 2:45 here to go. Jalen Green on the right side. Turns, spins down low. Tries to get the shot off the glass. The bank isn't open. Braden Smith with the rebound. And here comes Seattle Prep with a 5-point lead. They're going to call that out of bounds, and it belongs to Prep.
I'd like to see Rainier Beach move the ball from side to side just a little more to make the defense shift.
So,
and that will really help them out a lot instead of trying to make a play off the dribble.
Right now, Joyce, it looks like Prep is playing the game they want to play.
Absolutely. They're moving the ball, and they're attacking, and they're going to skip that pass. Right here, he's open again. He missed that one, but he got the shot he wanted.
That was Tyler Russ from the right side. Missed the three-pointer. Beach down, and we know Beach can put points on the board quickly. Especially with the defense.
Absolutely.
Ziggy Holmes out on top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Again, using a lot of shot clock. 6 seconds. Holmes dribbles. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Finally, Holmes goes up. Shot doesn't go. Again, a tough shot for Beach, Joyce.
Yeah, they're taking tough shots right now. They'll settle down. If they can, that's what this guy's going to do.
And Braden Smith pulls up with a jumper outside the free throw line.
Couple dribbles, pull up, no wasted energy. I'm going right to my spot, and I'm going to elevate.
And we know Braden Smith can take over a game.
Yes, indeed. And you know what Braden's doing well? He's just getting his teammates involved, like I talked about at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's just getting his boys involved. You know, I can get what I want when I want.
And he just did. 13-6, Seattle Prep. I don't know if I want to say surprisingly or not, Joyce, but Seattle Prep on top by 7 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I also want to say Rainier Beach is never out because they're going to keep applying pressure. But if Rainier Beach can just get to moving the ball with the pass, that's the one thing right now that is allowing Seattle Prep to just rest on defense. Move the ball, move the body, make Seattle Prep have to play some defense. Right now, they're just looking for one player to go one-on-one. They're resting right now. They're loving it, in fact, right now.
Joyce, it is good to have a noisy gym.
Yes. Yes.
We got the band back.
Yes.
The band is back together. We got some folks in here.
Yes.
What is that going to do for Rainier Beach? Is that going to be an advantage for them, or at this point, it's just about playing ball?
No, you get hyped up when you're at home and you got your band behind you and the neighborhoods come. Even if you got some visitors, you got your folks there.
Miles Damon pulls up for a tough shot from the left side, 15 feet away. Miles Damon.
That's a big boy shot. He decided early on he was pulling out.
DeMar Johnson with a reach is not called inside. Oh, nice tough shot. Almost falls for Braden Smith. Quickly back the other way into the game now. And a three by Miles Damon. Back-to-back shots. You said he could put it in the hoop.
He can put it up. And I ain't worried about it. Rainier Beach ain't going to let you get too far away.
Beach back within 2 now. 13-11. Russ with the ball. Guarded by Green. Musk to the hoop.
Rainier Beach is going to keep playing that pressure defense. You have to beat them. Because if you make a mistake, they gone the other way.
Marinkovic didn't put Ball on the floor, stepped on the sideline. Either way, it's a turnover, and Beach will have the ball and a chance to either tie this game up or take the lead. Miles Damon into the game already, an infusion of offense from Damon. DeMar Johnson thinks about a deep three, doesn't take it, finally does drive into the kill zone.
Shot. As a kill box right there. You get in there. Look, he got fouled. They called it on the floor, but actually it was in motion. But they're going to take it out on the sideline nevertheless.
39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Seattle Prep Panthers 13, Rainier Beach Vikings 11. Pass comes in, it's knocked away. Miles Damon goes back and gets it hustled there. And they're going to call an over and back, Joyce. And Damon was a little lackadaisical going for that ball, and Seattle Prep player.
Like Mr. Frank Ahern always said, go meet the pass. Don't wait for it to come to you. Get your hands fully extended. But Dylan Hoffman got on the floor and created that turnover for Seattle Prep.
So with 35 seconds left, Seattle Prep will have the ball. About 4-second difference between that and the shot clock. Rinkovich with it. Christian King with a Christian King. Another three ball.
You're going to have to close out on Mr. King. What they say? Mark Jackson says, hand down, man down. You got to get up and let him not get the ball so easy.
Christian King with 9 points, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Smith goes for the steal on Johnson, doesn't get it. And again, 2 seconds left and a deep three. Who's that man?
Miles Davis. Came to play.
Wow, after 8 minutes of action in the first quarter, Beach, after being down by 5 and Prep, or down by 7 actually, been Prep looking like they might pull away. Beach comes back to take the lead 16-14 here at the end of the first quarter. Mr. Daniel Bellis.
It's a very light night for 3A play, but there are a couple of big things going on. Of course, West Seattle and Garfield on the other side of the Metro League bracket, but there's also district qualifiers going on for the Metro with some elimination games going on. And as you can see there on your screen, O'Day is playing Lakeside in an elimination game right now, and Ballard earlier on just defeated Roosevelt in a game right there. It was a 49-23, and Ballard moves on. Roosevelt eliminated from the postseason. Ballard will play the winner of O'Day Lakeside tomorrow at Ingram High School, and the Kingco Championship will be decided tonight between Lake Washington and Liberty.
All right, so right in front of us, the man we were just talking about, Miles Damon, brings the ball into DeMar Johnson.
And he came off the bench cooking.
Yeah, he did.
But he got 3 threes already.
Beach with the ball with the 2-point lead.
Now they're moving. You know, see Rainier Beach moving bodies, moving balls.
DeMar Johnson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson drives, kicks to an open Mario Clark. Mario Clark buries the 3 for Beach.
Vikings are shooting that thing tonight. Go ahead on.
You know what,
young men.
I was mistaken. Seattle Prep was up 16-14, Joyce, and that 3 ball puts the Vikings up 17-16. At the end of the first quarter, it was actually 16-14 Prep. But that 3 ball puts the Vikings up now 17-16.
That's 2 fouls on Mr. DeMar Johnson. Got to be careful.
And an attempt to get the ball in low, and that shot is blocked by big Josh Connerly. Shot put up by Ramirez, that doesn't go. Tipped by Russ, ball is retained by Beach, and Beach, DeMar Johnson pulls up the 3, and they got it going, Joyce. DeMar Johnson now with the 3, and quickly the Vikings
Both of these teams have come to play. You love to be in the gym watching this, okay? It's many runs for both teams. They're knocking down their shots. They're aggressive. They got swag all in this gym.
Yeah, you know what I'm loving, Joyce, is they're playing confident. They are playing like, I want the ball, I want the shot.
Both teams are doing that.
And they're hitting big shots.
And that's why I say Seattle Prep was into their game, right? But if you let Rainier Beach get into a track meet, they'll go on a 10-0 run on you before you know it.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. Happy Black History Month. And we'll be celebrating Black History Month all month long on Rainier Avenue Radio. This coming Monday, Joyce, which is Valentine's Day, we'll be featuring comedian Rod Long for Black Comedy Night. Legendary comedian, Northwest comedian Rod Long.
It's going down in the 206.
Ball into Braden Smith after that timeout. Prep down 4. Comes out on offense. Rinkovich guarded on the top, and again, that beach pressure. Miles Damon now in the face of Braden Smith. Smith almost falls down, gets to the hoop. Kicks it out to Russ for 3. Russ's 3 doesn't go. Connolly battles for the rebound. The battle between Jack Velling and Josh Connolly, 2 highly rated football players. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give that to Beach. Could have called a foul on that, but I appreciate the refs just letting them play. Damon again pulls up. This one goes over everything. Doesn't go. Marinkovic with the ball. Gets it in the hands of Smith across the half-court line. Christian King. King wheels, deals, turns, fires, pumps. Christian King. Oh, my gosh.
That basket is so big now for Mr. King that you might have to run some help at some point.
And as soon as he got that, Joyce, he looked like, okay, I'm going to find my spot. I'm going to turn and shoot, and he did. It was all net. Another shot missed by Beach, quickly down the other way. Seattle Prep. Russ King asking about the ball outside the three-point line. Shot goes up and good, though, for Jack Velling. And now, Joyce, we're all tied up again, back and forth. Cameo.
This is a competition night right here. Everybody knows the magnitude. You get to play for the Metro Championship. And they're playing like it, both teams.
Now, last year, albeit last year was a different season. Some of the players weren't here. Seattle Prep won the Metro Championship last year. Jalen Green open for 3. Jalen Green, another pretty good football player, buries a 3 from the left side. Put Beach back up by 3, 23-20.
So I guess you could say we got some well-rounded athletes out here, right? Not just a one-sport deal. They're playing different sports and excelling. This is a really good game, Tony B.
Braden Smith into the lane, stops, loses his man, pops just inside the free throw line, and makes the bucket. Another bucket for Jalen Smith. 23-22, Vikings on top by 1. 4:42 here to go in the first half. Connolly out on top. Jalen Green thinks about a 3, jab steps. Mario Clark has it now. Miles Damon will take it. Miles Damon's shot bounces up high off the rim. Grabbed by Russ. Braden Smith up the right side. Christian King from 3. Christian King! 14 of the 25. Somebody better do something about that.
You better run some help because he's too hot right now, Mr. King. Every time he touches, his feet are set, and he's letting that thing go.
DeMar Johnson to the hoop, lays it up, doesn't go, rebounded. Who do we just? Christian King with the board now. Braden Smith out on top. Russ outside the 3, doesn't take it, steps inside, shot doesn't go. Back to Braden Smith. He'll take the 3. Braden Smith's shot doesn't go. Josh Connolly with the board. Outlet up to Miles Damon. Damon between the legs. He'll take the 3. Miles Damon answers back with the 3. No conscience.
Are you kidding me? These boys is letting it fly.
Big shots.
Letting it fly.
Beach back up by 1 after that 3 by Damon. Hey, you better tell a friend they should tune in right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Christian King again fires. Christian King with 17 points now in the first half, unconscious, hasn't missed a shot.
And he's getting good shots. And his point guard knows he's hot, so they're running sets to find him.
28-26, Beach back on top. 17 points by the 6'7" freshman, Christian King. And Miles Damon answers. Miles Damon from deep behind the three-point line. Oh, boy.
I ain't seen this kind of shooting in a minute, where both teams are knocking down big shots.
Jack Velling inside. Shot doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Velling ends up getting it back out to Braden Smith. Smith drives. Loses the ball again. DeMar Johnson quickly down the other way. Thinks about a 3. thinks better of it, gets it to Damon. Damon spins in the lane. Mario Clark from 3, shot doesn't go. Braden Smith with the rebound, quickly down the other way.
Gotta get
There's
back.
Christian
There
King
go that man again.
Christian
Oh,
King
he's
doesn't
short.
get this one.
Mr. King short-armed it again, just a little bit.
And Braden Smith into the lane. A lot of contact, but that's a football player.
Hey, Mr. Smith is built for it. Look, you ain't supposed to give a man a wide open layup, right? You got to touch him just a little bit, right? Got to touch him a little bit. This is a great game, folks.
And the Rainier Beach Vikings up 29-28 here with 2:17 left to go in the first half. It's been a game of many runs.
And ain't nobody got out too far either. Look, somebody hits a big shot, the other team comes down and matches that shot.
Hits another big shot.
Wow.
Where else would you want to be, Joyce? We're here courtside at Crawford Court. Semifinal basketball.
We are being delighted by these young men. You can tell they're well prepared. Their coaches got them prepared, and they're coming out and they're coming with a lot of pride. And when each team executes, they get the shot they want. So make or miss, right? They're getting the shot they want.
Braden Smith hits the first free throw to tie this game up. Beach now down by 1 as Braden Smith puts Prep back on top, 30-29. Amir Robinson back in the game for Beach. Also in the game for Beach is Jerry Petty Jr. Got some outside shooting there. Clark drives, spins to the right side, double clutches, goes up under and lays it in off the glass.
And he drop step. He throws him one way, drop step, and got a beautiful layup.
Beach back up by 1 now. Looking for Christian King. They've gotten the ball. Ziggy Holmes all over and gets the screen. Pulls up for the shot, and Holmes blocks the shot, but got a little body, got a little arm.
Look, Mr. King's so hot. They're like, look, I'm not giving you this shot this open. So they touch him up a little bit.
Pay attention. That's what Mr. King would say. Pay attention.
He's so hot that at some point down the game, if the game stays close, you got to run another player at him, probably. Because he's going for 40 at the rate he's going.
Well, that's 18 right now. With 1:37 left here in the first half. We are all tied up, Joyce. 31-31, just like we started this game. Knotted up. Next shot by King. That is just a nice shot.
Yeah, rotation over the rim.
That's 19 points, Joyce. You might be right. He might be on his way to 40.
Yep.
Welcome to the Metro League, Mr. Christian King. Pay attention. Jerry Petty Jr., a good three-point shooter. Shot doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Robinson gets it among all the big guys. Robinson up there. Josh Connerly now with the ball. He tries to put up a shot. That was blocked. Connerly gets it again, and Connerly says, this is my kill zone.
Hey, wasn't going to be denied, right? That's what I talked about earlier. Rainier Beach, there's such quick leapers to get their hands on the ball for extra possessions because the way Seattle Prep is shooting that ball, you're going to need some extra possessions.
Connolly's going to go to the line, and I don't want to jinx him. Connolly, nice free throw shooter for a big man, too. And, of course, drops it in softly.
That ball died on that rim. That wasn't even no rotation. It just died and just fell right on in.
Just dropped it in softly. Tied at 32. Next shot bounces off the left side, doesn't go. Tyler Russ with the rebound. Braden Smith.
Tied again.
Yes,
told
we
you
are.
this could be something for the ages here.
Christian King, he's got their attention now. Braden Smith drives to the hoop. Off the glass on the left side, they're going to call traveling. Braden Smith is saying, how? I didn't. 1 minute left here in the game. First half of this game. Rainier Beach Vikings live at Crawford Court. Tony B and the legend, Joyce Walker. Ziggy Holmes from the left elbow, pulls up, shot doesn't go. Velling with the rebound, nice block out there. 44 seconds, Braden Smith with the ball. So we've got a call.
Seattle Prep was real methodical in how they run their offense, right? Beach just come at you like coming downhill on you, being aggressive, attacking that basket. Two different contrasting styles, but they're both effective so far this first half.
And the steal, just as we're talking about it, by Namir Robinson, don't get lazy with that ball. Not around Beach.
Not with him. Hey, his DNA should let you know that every Robinson plays hard and got them quick feet and them quick hands.
So that puts Beach up by 2. 23 seconds left here. Braden Smith with the ball. Smith drives, finds an open player on the right side. Russ has it now. And again, that's Dylan Hoffman for Seattle Prep. 7 seconds left, 6 on the shot clock, 8 on the game clock. Smith drives, finds an open player, and that's who I was just talking about into the game. Dylan Hoffman's shot doesn't go, and that's going to do it as the clock runs out here in the first half. Joyce, 34 for the Rainier Beach Vikings, 32 for the Seattle Prep Panthers.
What a well-played game by both teams.
Yeah.
They're letting the fans know that they're up for the challenge at hand.
And to win this Metro Championship, Joyce, and you know about this. Of course, everybody, you want to get to districts, you want to win that one, you want to win, and of course, you want to win the big one. But in Metro, these are young men who play with each other
and have grown up together. Played
for the
on
most
different
part.
age teams or maybe on the same. The city one is a special one because it's a pride one. Oh yeah, 2022. Yeah, we got y'all this one. You know, it just has a narrative of its own, right?
Yeah. And you know, this means bragging rights.
Bragging rights. That's exactly right. And that's the beauty of it. And wow. And Metro's the best in the state.
Yeah.
Can't nobody bring what Metro brings to any tournament. Districts, teams mad because it's going to be 5, 6, 7 teams from Metro that's going to represent.
Yeah.
So
possibly 8.
Maybe, yes. So they taking all the slots.
All right, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Daniel Bellis at halftime, 34-32. Seattle Prep down by 2 here to the Rainier Beach Vikings. Mr. Bellis, what do you got?
Yeah, thank you there, Tony. Right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. And here at the half, Beach up by 2 points over Seattle Prep, 34-32. It's almost a mirror of what happened earlier this season in an earlier contest where Beach defeated Prep by 2 points. I think it was a 51-49 decision back in early December, early in the season. Will it be the same? Right now, it currently is. Beach is up by 2. But they are one half of the Metro League bracket. And they are, as you can see on your, now you can see on your screen right there, the 3 and the 2 playing against each other, but also in action, the 5 and the 1, West Seattle and Garfield. And finally, we get a report of a game on West Seattle Garfield. Thank you to the Garfield YouTube Bulldog Sports Journal Live reporting. Garfield is winning easily 37-14 in the second quarter. Again, Garfield leads West Seattle 37-14 right there on the other side of the bracket. And the winners of both of these contests will play Friday on Rainier Avenue Radio at 8 p.m. That, of course, will be the winner of West Seattle Garfield and the winner of this game, Seattle Prep and Rainier Beach. In the district qualifier on the other end, these are loser-out games. O'Day and Lakeside has just tipped off, but Ballard, sorry, this is the screen I want there. There we go. Ballard has defeated Roosevelt, eliminating Roosevelt from the postseason, moving Ballard on to play tomorrow at Ingram High School against the winner of O'Day and Lakeside, which is actually at O'Day's home court. They lucked out there as O'Day is hosting this round of games. And early in that game, just tipped off, Lakeside actually leads O'Day 6-5. But early in that one, of course, and it's a loser-out contest. Winner takes on Ballard tomorrow at Ingram in the district qualifier. Only 2 teams move on to the SeaKing. So we know Ballard is moving on. Now we just got to decide either O'Day or Lakeside, and they will take on the 7th and the 8th spots out of Metro. Of course, the top 6 will move on, and there, as you can see, all 6, that's the wrong one. All 6 of these teams will move on to the SeaKing District regardless of finish. Even though Franklin and Eastside Catholic lost, they will play for 5th and 6th place on I believe, tomorrow. And also the losers of these games currently in action will also play tomorrow for 3rd and 4th place. And the important thing about 3rd place is you get a first round bye. Both the teams that win this game play in the championship, but they also get a first round bye in the SeaKing. So the top 3 out of Metro get first round byes. They will not play in the first round, and they will move on to play at in the SeaKing District Championship right there. So big bragging rights. If you, of course, you can win this game, make it a lot easier for yourself moving forward. And also, the Kingco is just wrapping up their season, of course, and their championship is actually tonight, currently in progress. We are trying to get an update from you from that game. Unfortunately, oh, there we go. They just pushed the time back to 8:15. That is why we do not have an update on Liberty and Lake Washington. That starts at 8:15. So we'll get you some scores from there when that game actually starts. We got about 4 minutes away from your second half of action on your community radio station. I'm Daniel Bellis, holding things down in the Metro League to name the teams that have been eliminated and will not be moving on to districts. Roosevelt, Bishop Blanchette, Lincoln, Chief Self, Nathan Hale, Ingram, and Cleveland are all eliminated and will not move on to districts. The teams that will move on are the top 6, guaranteed. That's Garfield, Beach, Seattle Prep, West Seattle, Eastside Catholic, Franklin, and then 2 out of the district qualifier. And those are Ballard, who has clinched their spots after defeating Roosevelt just an hour ago, 49-28. And the winner of O'Day versus Lakeside, which in the first quarter, Lakeside still leads 10-8. 8-8 Lakeside over 15-5 O'Day, but only up by 2, and it's the first quarter. So we're not calling anything right there. On the other side of the Kingco tournament, the 3rd, 4th place game also in action at the moment. And that one being between Bellevue and their opponent, which is their opponent. Where my screen is, where is my screen? Yes, their opponent, Hazen. Yes, Hazen and Bellevue currently in action. We do not have any scores being reported from that game, unfortunately. But a very quiet night for the Metro League. I mean, no, for the rest of 3A. But Metro currently and Kingco in action as they try to put together the SeaKing. Everybody else has put together their districts. And we know what those brackets are going to look like. Of course, number 2, Mount Spokane, will be hosting their first game out of District 8 against North Central on the 12th of the 12th is Saturday. And Auburn, of course, will host in their first game out of the District 3. They will host number 8 Gig Harbor, a tough game for 3rd-ranked Auburn there against a Gig Harbor squad that's actually 19-1. Between these two squads, they've only lost 2 games all season, so a very tough game for Auburn in their first game out of the District 3 right there. We are about 1 minute away from your second half of action right here on your community radio station. We'd like to remind you that we have a lot of Black History events going on at the station, and you can see some of those on the screen. Black Comedy Night this Monday. We'll have several panels there. Being an African immigrant in Black America on Tuesday. Thursday, you'll see Blacks in Tech. Another panel discussion on the following Monday on the 21st on Black health and wellness. And many more, including a Black Wall Street exhibits over the final days of the month. And lots going on Rainier Avenue Radio. There will also be a special presentation of fresh juice 1 hour later on tonight. And you can check that out at 10 p.m. Fresh Juice will have the speech of Arrested Development and R&B singer Atina going down at 10 p.m. You can tune in for that on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, 1 hour late due to tonight's coverage of the beach prep game. If you're listening in for Heartbeats or the Sentiment tonight, they were preempted by this game. They'll also return to their full programming status next week on the 16th on Rainier Avenue Radio. We are ready to kick off your second half with Tony B and Joyce Walker.
Joyce, Daniel, we are back for second half action. Joyce said at the half, a couple of players who you might not have anticipated as Christian King fires the ball, shot doesn't go again. He's got their attention now. At halftime, Christian King ended up leading the Seattle Prep Panthers in scoring, and Miles Damon had 14, and at the half.
Yes, and Rainier Beach just got a silly foul. They got Mr. King into the shot he wanted, and they bailed him out by tapping that elbow. The man already on fire. Don't give him no time to rest so he can reload.
Put gasoline on the fire. That doesn't put the
DeMar,
fire
and
out.
DeMar Johnson got 3 fouls. And so that's critical too.
That even exacerbates the problem.
Yes, it does.
So we are all tied up here as we start the second half. As King hits 2 free throws to give him 21 in the game. Now, Joyce, you might be prophetic about the fact that he could hit 40. Namir Robinson pulls from the right side. Namir Robinson, I need a shot. And it's going to be
he
now.
Stopped and popped.
And I'm going to make it.
Shades of his daddy.
Falling
Stopped
away.
And
I think they're going to.
Yeah, nothing happens 30 feet away from the basket. You know, you don't want to waste no fouls because this game might be so close that the team that get into the penalty might get a little cushion.
36-34, Vikings on top. Seattle Prep with the ball. Double team now. Braden Smith picks up the dribble. Marinkovic doesn't take the shot. Finally gets it to Velling. Ends up in the hands of Russ. Russ's shot in, out, back out.
Good team defense. Good team defense by Rainier Beach.
Lamar Johnson says, I'm tapping my head. Let's run that play. We shall see. Robinson goes around for a screen. Ball swings around the other way. Holmes has it. Holmes pulls up from the right elbow. Holmes buries a jumper from 16 feet away. Quick pass up court to Russ. Russ finds an open Marinkovic. Braden Smith down the other way. Pulls up from the left side. Braden Smith's shot doesn't go. Lamar Robinson up high for the rebound. Robinson streaking down the court. Pulls the ball back out. And
Robinson got so much speed that you can have 2 or 3 people trying to guard him, and he'll go right past everybody.
And quickly, Joyce, at 6:15, a quick timeout. Why timeout at this point in time?
Coach Thayer saw something he didn't like. He's making some adjustments on where they need to be, how that ball needs to move. You know the old Wiley veteran. He'll call a timeout and blow it all up and say, this is exactly what I want.
And so the Vikings, with a 4-point lead, a quick 30-second timeout, 38-34, Rainier Beach Vikings in front of Seattle Prep Panthers from Crawford Court.
And the danger of playing a team like Rainier Beach is that they keep coming. You might be cooking, them shots might be falling, but down in crunch time, the legs be a little heavier because you had all that pressure on you the entire game.
Now, Christian King has 21 of the 34 that Seattle Prep has, and I'm wondering if he can keep that pace up. And what happens if he doesn't come out as hot as he was in the
Well, he's
first
gonna be
half.
challenged. Okay, so he's gonna have to hit him when the lights are brightest.
Ziggy Holmes, he'll accept the challenge. Shot doesn't go. Russ
Tough
with
shot
the
right there.
rebound. Rankovich in the front court. There's that man, Christian King. Will spins. Braden Smith now on the right side. Double team turns. And they're going to call again traveling on Braden Smith. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much,
Well,
Joyce.
here's what I said. They run in double teams subtly against some of the Seattle Prep players. You gotta try to put that light out.
DeMar Johnson with a deep three. That one misses everything. Robinson gets it back in to Braden Smith. Gets it up ahead to Velling. And Velling misses a point-blank shot. Battle for the rebound underneath, and there's some contact, and I think we're going to get a foul call, and that one might end up on Christian King. It is.
Yeah, you got to make them layups. When you miss point-blank layups, it makes it awful difficult. Rainier Beach got away with one. You never tip the ball out under a team's basket when you're jumping out of bounds trying to save it. Just let it go out and get back on defense is usually the best medicine.
Rainier Avenue Radio World, bringing you high school semifinal basketball. Metro League doesn't get any better in the state. Coach Bethea almost on the other end of the court.
Yeah. Coach Kelly is a little uncomfortable with something that a fan said up in the stands, so he's asking for a little support. It's like, look, if he gonna act that way, come check on him. So as we see security going up in the stands now, because you want to play the game, but you want to have respect for the game. You know, you don't want to go over the top with whatever your delivery may be.
And fans back really for the first time this season, and it's been a long time.
Excited.
Amped up.
Excited. Got something to say.
It's a little different than watching it on your laptop.
Absolutely.
You at the game now.
Absolutely.
And here come the police. Oh, boy. Back to court action. 5:18 here to go in the third quarter. DeMar Johnson with the ball in front court, behind the back on the left side, quickly to the hoop. Fires the pass to Jalen Green inside. And again, we might have Braden Smith with the foul. Couldn't quite see the number. Could have been.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison with Rainier Beach. They're just as deadly penetrating. When they're hitting their shots, they can be quite the juggernaut. And they're hitting their shots tonight, folks.
Inbound pass to Demir Robinson. Shot doesn't go from the left baseline. Demar Johnson tries to poke it away. Velling with the ball. Gives it up to Marinkovic. Marinkovic tries to drop a pass down low and a kick ball. That'll be turned back over to Seattle Prep. (38-34) still. A 4-point lead by the Rainier Beach Vikings. 4:56 here to go. Russ with the ball. Back to Smith. Smith probes the lane, stops and pops from just inside the free throw line. That one doesn't go. And here come the Vikings back the other way quickly. Demir Robinson finds a nice pass to Ziggy Holmes down low. Ball is tapped and out of bounds as Holmes tried to kick it back out to Robinson. Robinson said, you hit that. I'm not grabbing at that. That's going to be our ball. I'll let it go out of bounds. Coach Bethea talking to Robinson over there on the sideline. Always coaching. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Robinson with the ball. Gets it down low to Connerly. Clark cuts in the lane. Connerly goes to work. Connerly inside. Shot doesn't go. Connerly again gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. And Josh Connerly going to work down there, Joyce.
Hey, that was a big boy move. Just like, look, this little guy can't guard me. And Josh Connerly got some good footwork, too. He drop step, got the shot he wanted. He's bully ball on that move, though.
Beach with the ball inbounding under their own basket. Again, the ball into Connolly. Connolly again drops the shoulder and with the right side lays it up and off the glass. Josh Connolly.
You don't hear much from Connolly, but when he get his mind made up,
yeah,
he's going to the hoop.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Going to the hoop. We're on the move.
And so Braden Smith comes down the other way. Loses the ball out of bounds. No, they're going to say Seattle Prep will retain possession. 40-34 now. Beach up by 6.
That's that pressure. That's that blur. They're running it downhill right now.
Shot. Marinkovic with the ball. Marinkovic gets it, goes inside, gets Connolly off his feet, rolls up that lane, and a little English on it. It goes in, and Seattle Prep needed that bucket.
Yes, they did. Good head fake, too.
From the right side, three-point shot by Mario Clark doesn't go. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and Seattle Prep will get possession of the ball in backcourt. And again, that backcourt pressure, that relentless Rainier Beach pressure. Ball in the front court. 40-36. Russ with the three. That doesn't go. Fall short off the rim. Connolly, another rebound down low. Connolly, a force under the hoop. Amir Robinson pulls up from the left side for three.
Hey, there go that man. He was quiet first half. I think he figures out my team needs me a little bit more to be aggressive.
And I think we're going to get a timeout now from Seattle Prep. Seattle Prep down by 7, 43-36 with 3:21 here to go in the third quarter. Joyce, and it's looking to me at this point that Prep needs to be careful with Beach right now.
Absolutely. And the only person's shoulders that aren't going up and down very quickly is Braden Smith on Seattle Prep. Mm-hmm. They tired.
Yeah.
Because they done turned up the pressure another notch.
Yeah.
And that's what Rainier Beach does, right? It ain't even subtle. They just said, I'm coming for you. You either got to stop me or I'm going to have my way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're watching right now. And the shots that were going early when the drilling was going. And for Seattle Prep, they're a little short right now.
Not falling right
Just
now.
a little short.
43-36 here to go. 43-36 is the score. Rainier Beach Vikings up by 7. Third quarter action here at Crawford Court. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World, our broadcast of semifinal basketball. Mr. Bellis, do we know what's going on with Garfield in the other game tonight?
And there's only two teams I've seen, at least on this west side. The way Rainier Beach and Garfield play defense is just tough.
Seattle Prep with the ball. Back to Braden Smith, drives on the left side. Dishes it off to Russ. Russ inside, and Russ gets a bucket. So after a timeout, Joyce, that's what you want, right?
Got to penetrate. Braden went to work, penetrate, gave his teammate an open, easy look to gain some confidence.
Jalen Green with it. He's going to be called for travel.
Yep. He got to going a little too quick without that dribble.
2:55 here to go in the third, and Rainier Beach up by 5. Seattle Prep with the ball. They're looking for somebody to get the ball into. Finally, Christian King comes up to receive the pass.
Have we heard from Mr. King outside of 2 free throws? We ain't heard from him this third quarter yet.
Nothing yet. Smith drives. Ball is stripped away by Robinson. Quick hands. Robinson decides to take it himself. Rises up over the 6'7" King and lays it in.
Ain't
bucket by
nothing you
Amir
can
Robinson.
do about that. There goes that defense again.
Marinkovic into the hoop. Marinkovic drives a little runner from 7 feet in the lane. Doesn't go. Looked awkward when it left his hand. And then magnifies the issue with the foul on Mario Clark in the backcourt.
That's what happens when you got a lot of pressure, right? It just speeds your whole game up because they're getting some shots, but they're just moving a little too fast. And got some uncertainty there on their shooting. When Mr. Robinson wants that ball, he'll just pick your pocket clean. And then he gone.
Beach across the half-court line. Ball in the hands of the heretofore mentioned Mr. Robinson. Connolly with it on the logo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a drive, and Jalen Green rams it home from the left side. Jalen Green, and that's going to spark the crowd.
They already sparked. Now they're going to take another. They're trying to go to another level.
Jalen Green flew through the kill zone and rammed that home. Braden Smith tries to drop a pass, and here's a 3-on-1 break. Jalen Green again shot hard off the glass, doesn't go, but we're going to have a foul called. And Joyce, I just saying, you better be careful with Beach right now.
Yeah.
9-point lead with 1:37 left in the game, or excuse me, in the third quarter. And Joyce, if you're prep and you get behind like this, then you have kind of no choice but potentially to speed your game up. And if that's not the style of basketball you play.
No, because Seattle Prep is methodical, right? Rainier Beach done hit another level on them. And it's hard to stay with Rainier Beach. You see their shoulders slumping, they holding on their knees. Seattle holding their knees right now because the game is moving fast.
Jalen Green shot is good, and that's going to be a 10-point lead now from Beach. Prep with the ball. Christian King dishes the ball off again, not getting the open looks that he had in the first half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Braden Smith is pressured, and we're going to get a foul call.
That's the one thing Rainier Beach don't need to do. Get 30 feet away from the basket. Just keep moving, keep playing. And that's stopping the clock to maybe give Seattle Prep some life. But it's going to be hard to surmount a comeback with the kind of pressure Rainier Beach is putting on Seattle Prep.
Ball is inbound to Smith. And it's not just King. The Beach has quieted this entire Seattle Prep basketball team in the second half. Robinson over to Damon. He's been hot. Damon takes a look at the three, but doesn't take it. Jab steps. Tries to drop a little pass off to Robinson, but we call for traveling.
They're just doing a little too much. All they have to do is keep moving the ball. But they're excited.
And so again, we're going to have a timeout on the floor for Seattle Prep. The Vikings up 48-38 with 57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Mr. Bellis, what do you have for us?
It continues to be a cakewalk there for the Garfield Bulldogs. It's in the third quarter, 57-28 over West Seattle, as it looks like Garfield will more than likely, they still have a quarter to play, but they're already up by counting it about 20 points or more right there over West Seattle. So it looks like Garfield will more than likely play here at Seattle Pacific University against the winner of this game on Friday. West Seattle will play if West Seattle loses, we'll play the loser of this game for the fourth place game tomorrow. And of course, all games moving on to the SeaKing. That includes Franklin and Eastside Catholic, who will play for 5th and 6th tomorrow.
Your alma mater, Joyce?
My alma mater. Girls are doing fantastic too, so it's a good thing.
Shot by Russ doesn't go. Robinson quickly in the front court finds Miles Damon. Beach on top by 10. 37 seconds left in the game. Robinson drives with the right hand, and Robinson's going to be called for the offensive foul.
So it's going to be important to see now that Beach is up, that they can get the shot they want. Like not just take any shot, but now we got a little cushion. Let's get the shot. Let's move that ball and get the shot we want, the best shot, instead of one player trying to make a play.
Mario Clark on Braden Smith in the backcourt finally gets the ball into the front court. An open three-point shot doesn't go high, and Russ gets the rebound, but Robinson taps it away when he comes down.
Man, those hands of Robinson are really special. You can't have it nowhere near his vicinity. See, they got to move the ball. Now they're going one-on-one, and that gives Seattle Prep another opportunity.
And with 4.7 seconds left, we got a foul on Garfield. And Joyce, you mentioned earlier in the game, Robinson doing a number of things. He's looking for a shot when he's got his shot, but he's all over the court.
All over the court. Look, this quarter alone, he done got his hands on 4 balls and led to his teams either he getting layups or his teammates getting layups.
And Seattle Prep only 6 points here in the third quarter.
Well, I would call that a halftime adjustment. That's a halftime adjustment.
The legend, Joyce Walker. 4.7 seconds left. Damon gets the ball into Robinson. Robinson drives. He's going to get a layup. Robinson goes baseline, goes around the player, and gets a bucket uncontested. You don't want to give up that shot with 4 seconds left.
But there's nothing you can do. His first step, you're 3 steps behind him.
And so here at the end of the third quarter, the Rainier Beach Vikings 50, Seattle Prep Panthers 38, and we're going to once again go to Daniel Bellis, get some updates from around the Metro League and 3A basketball.
Yep, Garfield now opening up to a 61-32 contest in the third quarter against West Seattle. And low day in the district qualifier currently. They started very slow in their game against Lakeside, but in the second quarter, they have pulled away. They now are up by 9 points, 32-23 over Lakeside in the second quarter against Lakeside in that district, and they have to win that game if they want to go to the SeaKing. But they lead by 8 over Lakeside there. The loser will be eliminated, and they will play Ballard in the in the 7th and 8th place game tomorrow at Ingram High School.
You hear the band, strike up the band. We've got fans back in it.
Back in it, and they have been given a great contest tonight.
Eight minutes of basketball left in this semifinal game. The winner will go to SPU for the Metro Championship. Right now, it looks like they'll be facing the Garfield Bulldogs. Rainier Beach Vikings up by 12. Namir Robinson with the ball in the front court. Over to Miles Damon. And Damon pumps. The left-hander drills a shot from 15 feet away from the left side to put Beach up by 14 now. And again, that relentless pressure from Beach to Prep. Smith drives, does get it off to Russ. Russ shot doesn't go.
Air ball.
And here comes Beach again. And we say this every time at the start of every Beach game that we do, Joyce. The pressure won't stop.
Won't stop.
It'll be all game long.
Won't stop.
Rebound from Robinson doesn't go. Mario Clark with the rebound.
And Beach gets an offensive rebound. They're just everywhere.
And we talked about Beach's offensive rebound. Miles Damon buries a shot. 17 now for Miles Damon, a three-pointer.
He looking like King looked the first half.
Braden Smith double team. Ball taken away by Beach. Miles Damon to Namir Robinson for the layup. And suddenly, Joyce.
You can do. Timeout.
Beach is up by 18.
And Mr. King was on fire in the first half. I think he got 2 points.
2.
That's what that pressure does. It just coming and you're in a blur. You're in a blur.
So in the first half with 19 points, he asked for their attention. He got it.
He got it. He got it. Rainier Beach is an amazing defensive team. They just keep coming. And you know what's amazing about it? Is they love playing defense. They love it.
Yeah.
Evidenced by what we're seeing right now, right?
So here, again in the third quarter, leading scorer for the Rainier Beach Vikings, Miles Damon, with 17, 6'1" junior for Rainier Beach. So he's got another year.
Yeah. And let me say this. Seattle Prep is a well-coached team, but styles make fights. Being in a fight with Rainier Beach, if you're not knocking down shots and got some fortuitous bounces, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
You better be ready to go 12 rounds.
Almost got to play a perfect game.
Smith with the ball, and again pressured in the backcourt. Gets it to Marankovic. Smith pulls up for three. Braden Smith buries a three ball. Big shot for Seattle Prep coming out of that timeout from their leader, Braden Smith, to pull them back within 14. 6:22 to go in the game. The winner goes to SPU. Both of these teams are going to go to state, but this is for the Metro Championship, the city championship, the center of Washington State basketball championship. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go. Let's go. We hope to be there too.
Smith gets it into Russ. 14 seconds on the shot clock again.
Rainier Beach is going after everything.
You know what
You know, if this game shakes out the way it's looking, Rainier Beach and Garfield didn't get to play because the kids tested positive. So imagine that on Friday.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
And Christian King finally gets a shot, an open look, and buries the jumper in.
This is the first open look since the second quarter.
Pay attention. And Robinson drives with the left hand. The ball gets stuck between the backboard and the rim, and again, they'll call Robinson for an offensive foul.
Yeah. When Robinson adds to his game, he went deep, that little jump stop, then he won't get those charges because teams are going to come across the street to stand in that lane to get that charge. That's the only way we can stop him.
King again with the ball. King double team, Joyce, as you were talking about. Braden Smith puts the shot up. Shot in, out, back in. Braden Smith count the bucket. And all of a sudden, Joyce, Seattle Prep within 10. When it looked like Beach was going to run away with it.
Fouls do that. Being overly aggressive. You don't need to just move your feet and get your hands up. You don't need to be reaching in the cookie jar. You had an 18-point lead. This team right here, if you give them some life and they hit a couple baskets, then you got to work harder to finish this game.
And the two players that needed to step up have. Christian King hits the three and Braden Smith a three, and now another three-point play the old-fashioned way to pull Seattle Prep back within 9, 56-47 with 5:12 here to go in the game. DeMar Johnson to Josh Connolly. Connolly pulls his way in. Connolly with the left hand doesn't go, but again, foul called on big Josh Connolly down low.
Look,
not Connolly. On Connolly. Connolly's going to go to the line.
Look, beep, beep, wide lows. Wide lows. He got great shoulders and good feet.
Josh Connolly with the soft shot. The big man.
Seattle Prep got pride too. So if you open up your door to them, they're going to do their best to try to leave it all on the floor. So we've seen stranger things with 5 minutes to go and the team having a lead.
Connolly's first shot bounces hard off the back of the rim and out. Connolly's second shot, that one doesn't go either. So missed both foul shots. And again, pressure in the backcourt. Christian
but they can't get careless fouls though. They can't get careless fouls because he's gonna make it. Braden's gonna make you foul him.
And the ball off of the foot as Braden Smith saw that pressure coming from the right side, spun left, and ended up bouncing the ball off of his foot out of bounds. And like we've seen this before, after a while, just the fact that you see it coming causes turnovers.
You're not comfortable. You start second guessing.
Tired of being pestered. Again, the shot doesn't go, and now we've got a foul, Joyce, just as you talk about that in the back court. And so we're going to get to 1-1 now. The clock stops, and Seattle Prep will have an opportunity to close that lead within 7.
That's the discipline of it, right? You're not going to get every steal. Got to be almost methodical. There's no need to foul 94 feet away from the basket. There's just no reason. This is the only way Seattle Prep can gain some momentum.
And so the 6'7" junior, Christian King. First shot goes in and out, doesn't go. So with 24 points, misses the front end of the 1-1. Miles Damon quickly down the other way. Pass almost stolen away. Damon with the ball again with 17 seconds on the shot clock out front. Pulls up from 3. Miles Damon's shot doesn't go this time. Braden Smith with the ball, leading the charge quickly into the front court. Ball back to Braden Smith. Shot bounces up and goes in. And Joyce, we have a 7-point game with 4:07 here to go. Seattle Prep has found their way back into this game. Methodically, but quickly.
Rainier Beach had a lot to do with it.
The pass is stolen away. DeMar Johnson gets it back for Garfield.
Rainier Beach got to slow down though. They're going too fast.
And DeMar Johnson, because I'm not me.
It's kind of like a coach said, no. Good job.
And quickly the other way, Prep gets an easy bucket. 58-51, 3:30 left here in the game. Crawford Court, pass to Jalen Green, down low, double team. Ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say that Beach will retain possession.
Look, number 20, you got to alley-oop that. That ball ain't even supposed to touch the ground no more. We threw it right up there. Alley-oop.
Jalen Green does have the hops to do that. Into the game now for the Vikings. Back in is Ziggy Holmes. Robinson defended by Smith. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Goes off of Robinson's foot. Dives. Braden Smith comes up with it. And are they going to give him the timeout or are they going to call the jump ball? Looks like the ref said jump, and the possession arrow is in favor of Seattle Prep. Joyce with 3:15. Prep has an opportunity to pull within 5 or 4 with a 3-point shot.
Yes, they do. That's why it's never over. It's never over.
And the pass inside to Russ.
And it's fouled.
Goes up, the shot doesn't go. Just grabbed it right out of the air and put it up there. And a foul call, that's going to be on Josh Connolly. He's not happy about it. And so again, Joyce, the clock stops. 2 shots from the free throw line. And an opportunity from Russ to pull Seattle Prep within 5.
Get a little more confidence. Most importantly, you get your second win from all that pressure that's been coming at you all game.
And Russ hits the first free throw to pull Seattle Prep within 6.
It ain't over until it's over.
Rainier Avenue Radio, broadcasting live from Crawford Court, home of the Rainier Beach Vikings.
How quickly a game can change, right? You start turning that ball over, start turning it over. The other team gets confidence. They get some easier shots. They go to the free throw line, and the clock ain't running. It can change.
And Russ's next shot can pull Prep within 5. Shot is up. That one's good. Seattle Prep now back within 5. A little full court pressure from Prep. Beach works the ball into front court. Connolly with it. Finds an open Damon.
Take care of that ball. Got to be secure with the ball. Seattle Prep's going to leave it on the floor, too. They're going to leave it on the floor, too.
And triple team DeMar Johnson Finds Robinson, 10 seconds
Out
on
of
the shot
bounds.
clock. Passes high, and Beach with a little,
Ooh.
facing a little pressure themselves. And I think with 5 seconds left, they'll get bailed out with a foul call, and
Hey,
Beach will
Miles
go to the line.
Damon made a wide receiver save to save that ball from going out of bounds.
Yes, he did.
Sometimes it's just the little things, right?
That was a jump, and then the big hand.
Yeah, to get it to the right. Yes.
So what is that hand doing up that high in air? Connerly misses front end of the 1-and-1. Joyce Beach has an opportunity with it to pull within 3 or perhaps 2. 2:37 left to go. Russ pulls up, lays it up. Finger roll. Beach down by 3. Beach ahead by 3 now. The Vikings, DeMar Johnson double team.
Had nowhere to go.
Fortunately, there was a timeout called.
Had nowhere to go.
And Coach Bethea on the sidelines looks the opposite of happy.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you look over at the prep sideline, they are now energized. The shoulders are back up again.
They got life. They got life. And I think, we talked about it, right? If you turn the ball over, if you try to win the game and make a big shot by yourself instead of moving the ball and moving the body, this can happen. Because in a moment's notice, they were up by 18.
Yes.
And then
looked like they were about to run away with it.
2 offensive fouls. We had 3 just reaching fouling that they didn't need to foul. They fouled them way out here.
Yeah.
And so it changed the complexity of the game.
Then Braden hits a big shot.
Yes.
And then they forget to pay attention to Christian King. He hits a big 3. And then you see them gain a little confidence.
And they go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
And the clock is not running.
58-55. Garfield with the ball. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Miles Damon to bring it in. 2:24 left in the game. Ball comes into DeMar Johnson.
Move the ball. The dribbling gets him in trouble. Got to move it. Move the bodies.
Again, Johnson out on top. 13 seconds on the shot clock now. 10 seconds on
That's
the shot
like 10
clock.
seconds just dribbling.
Johnson
Look,
fires the pass
10
into the
seconds
stands.
dribbling. 10 seconds dribbling. And to go where? Throw the ball up into the rafters.
And into the game for DeMar Johnson comes Jerry Petty. And I think Coach Bethea is a little frustrated. 2:07 here to go.
Hey, this is up Braden Smith's alley right here. This is what he do.
Yeah. And the double team on Smith. Christian King over on that left side. Ziggy Holmes not letting him breathe. Inside his shirt if he could be.
This is Braden Smith's moment right here, guys.
And Braden Smith with the left hand from the left side lays it up and in, folks.
It's his moment.
Mr. Smith pulls Seattle Prep within 1.
You can't just use your speed to win a game like this.
Lamir Robinson comes down.
You can't use your speed.
Forces up a shot that doesn't go. That puts the ball back in the hands of Braden Smith. He finds Christian King, who's open, but they close out on him. King into the lane. Fall-away jumper off the front of the rim. Doesn't go. Robinson with the rebound in the front court. Robinson probes, drives a shot up, and Robinson drops the layup in. Put Beach back up by 3 with 1:14 to go. Braden Smith the other way. Lays it in. Braden Smith gets the bucket and the foul. Joyce, Seattle Prep down by 1. It's Braden Smith again with the ball in his hands in crunch time. And when you get down, Joyce, to these last couple minutes and seconds in the game, that's what you want. You know something about this.
Here's what happened. Robinson makes a layup. Braden Smith takes it out. There's 4 white jerseys on Rainier Beach on the other side of half court, and nobody picked up the ball. And he just went right on in and did what he does.
And tell me about this, Joyce. Being one of those players, you want the ball at this time. Your teammates want you to have the ball.
You want the ball. And they know they're calm because of your presence on the floor. They open the door. Now anything's possible in this game.
Joyce, we are all tied up at 60 apiece now after an 18-point lead. Beach, with 5 minutes left in the game, loses that 8-point lead. Prep comes all the way back, and we are tied up at 60.
You can expect for something weird to happen in this last 55 seconds.
Robinson with the ball. Robinson drives, falls down, ball on the floor. Possession arrow looks like it's in the favor of Seattle Prep. And the refs are pointing in the direction of Seattle Prep. The ball will be in possession of Seattle Prep.
It doesn't matter how good you are. One player cannot win the game for its team.
Or are they going to call a foul?
It's Rainier Beach's ball.
It's Rainier Beach. Rainier Beach will retain possession.
But look, Robinson, he like his daddy got that swag. Like, let's play. Let's play. Can't be afraid of the moment now. It's upon you.
So 8 seconds on the shot clock for Rainier Beach. Namir Robinson inbounding the ball. 48 seconds left in the game, and we are all tied up at 60.
Gotta take care of the ball.
And we got somebody out there with a little bitty towel to wipe up all the perspiration from the players who were on the floor.
Look, Josh Connerly done fell down. They need a whole couple sets of towels to wipe up all that.
Here we go, Joyce.
Here we go.
48 seconds left, 8 seconds for Beach.
The only thing missing from this game is some popcorn, right? Because it's really been quite the game.
And DeMar Johnson loses the ball, kicks the ball off of his foot and out of bounds with 44 seconds left. Beach will inbound, or Beach will lose the ball, and Prep will inbound the ball in backcourt.
Yeah. Swing the ball.
And 6 players on the court, but then Jerry Petty Jr. steps back off.
Yeah, we discombobulated just a little bit right now.
And yeah, it looks like
just discombobulated,
there's going to be a timeout here with 44 seconds left, Joyce. I'm going to keep it right here with you and I. If you are Seattle Prep now, 44 seconds, 30 seconds on the shot clock. What's your plan? What's your strategy, Coach Walker?
Well, we're going to move that ball and see if we can get to attack the basket because we're in double bonus. If we get fouled, we get 2 free throws, right? Keep the ball moving, man moving. For Rainier Beach, they just got to play disciplined defense and not reach and bail them out. But pressure's on both teams right now. It could go either way, right? But the one thing I think Coach is emphasizing, do not foul and bail them out. Move your feet. Make them take a tough shot. They got time. They're going to get the ball back. 44 seconds. They're going to get it back.
As you mentioned, Beach in foul trouble. Any foul is going to result in 2 shots.
Either way for either team.
Again, Miles Damon in backcourt. Now Namir Robinson also comes in the backcourt.
But Brayton is crazy like a fox. He will bait you into giving. So you really got to be careful on not reaching in and going for the steal.
The ball comes into Bruss. They get it in the hands of Braden Smith. 40 seconds left to go in the game. 23 seconds on the shot clock.
He ain't hit one. He ain't hit one in a minute.
Marinkovic with it now. Back in the hands of Braden Smith. Smith double team. Smith probes the right side. Smith with the ball. Finds an open player. Felling shot is blocked. And Josh Conley with the block and the rebound.
Defense.
18 seconds left. Ziggy Holmes with the ball. Miles Damon with it now. Score all tied at 60. 10 seconds left in the game.
One player is tough. He might make this, but it's too hard for one player to beat you.
And shot doesn't go. Josh Conley with the rebound. Puts it back up and in. And we've got a foul called. Conley's going to go to the line with 2 seconds left.
The big fella on them offensive boards.
Josh Conley.
Quietly all night making plays. Conley making plays. Blocking shots down here on one end and getting
the other
foul
way.
And the opportunity to put them up by 3.
And that, Joyce, is what they call the dirty work.
Dirty work.
And you tell me how valuable the dirty work is in a game like this, because you don't always see the dirty work.
You don't get credit for the dirty work, right? That man been working tirelessly all night quietly. But that block was nothing bigger than that block.
And hits the free throw, 2 seconds left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds left on the clock. Rainier Beach up by 3. Josh Connerly blocks the shot on one end in what looked like an open layup on the feed by Braden Smith to Jack Felling, then gets the rebound, comes down to the other side of the court, gets in the paint to do what he does. Shot goes up for Miles Damon. Connerly gets the rebound, takes the foul and one, hits the bucket, goes to the free throw line, and buries the free throw.
Wide load, baby. Look, wide load. Hey, he's played a great game. He's been there. Here's the best thing you can say. He's been there when his teammates have needed him. I watched him. They were all kind of squabbling amongst each other. He pulled them and said, hey, let's get to work. We ain't got time to talk about what is behind us.
Well,
you love it.
We've got 2 seconds left.
Love it.
Wow. Joyce, after 20, what is it, 8, let me get my math, 23 minutes and 58 seconds? Or was that of basketball?
Basketball.
Woo. It comes down to these last 2 seconds. 32 minutes. My math was wrong.
Hey.
31 minutes and 58 seconds.
I got it Mr. Right. King, he's due, though. But I believe, Mr. King, somebody else going to have to beat us tonight.
So they've got to bring the ball in from back court.
They got to throw it in.
They will not get the ball moved up to half court, and we got another timeout called. And
yeah, rules ain't like that in high school. Can't advance the ball. You got to go the length of the court.
I see our very own Granville Emerson, host of Lidline Sports, is over there coaching with Seattle Prep, and David King on the other side with Mike Bethea. What is the role that assistant coaches play during a situation like this, Joyce?
Well, they just kind of calm the waters sometimes. But sometimes they might have a play that they can get to the coach and say, Coach, look, I've been watching this. Let's try this. They know their stuff. Here, a really good coach knows he needs players that know, coaches that know as much as him, if not more than him. That's the role, because there's sometimes where us coaches, we see one way. The benefit of assistant coach is to help me see what I can't see.
All right, Joyce, I said it before. Here we go.
Here we go.
After 31 minutes and 58 seconds, it comes down to these final 2 seconds. We will either have overtime or Beach will be going to SPU for the Metro Championship. Looking to inbound the ball, throw it deep down the court. They do get it, and he gets it. Christian King shot is blocked by Miles Damon. No foul called. Time has expired. Triple zeros on the clock. Folks are standing around.
A foul.
And there is a foul called. Oh, boy.
Well, look, what you expect? What you expect?
Oh, boy. No time on the clock. And Christian King.
We need a replay. We need a monitor up here so we can see. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that would have made a difference.
Wow.
My.
They get the ball into the hands of the guy they want to have the ball. He gets a decent look. The shot was way short.
Look, because it got tipped. Look, but now it's the biggest shot of his career so far. Okay? He can't miss none of these.
They put that to 0.3 seconds on the clock, which isn't going to be enough time for anything. So he's got to nail. And you hear the fans. The first shot from Christian King calmly buries the shot.
Like money.
And that quiets the crowd down for a minute.
Are we going to overtime?
Joyce, I want some more. Second shot is good. Christian King now with 26 points. Joyce, will it be 27? And this is it. The third and final shot that can tie the game. Shot is up, And that was good, Joyce. We got overtime. We have overtime. Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Can't get enough. Overtime here on Crawford Court. Seattle Prep comes back down 18 with 5 minutes to go. And with 0.3 seconds on the clock, Christian King.
Wow. You know, Seattle Prep just kept lurking around. They kept fighting. They went down 18, and they kept putting the pressure on. Rainier Beach did some uncharacteristic things to even let them in the game.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic. You know, we keep talking about you cannot win a game by yourself. The ball has to move. They stopped moving the ball when they were just rolling. One player can't win it.
And then that one player ends up turning the ball over. You don't get a shot. You lose a possession, and Prep gets the ball back.
And personnel. You got to know who can handle that ball in that moment. They throwing the ball up in the stand. They kicking the ball out of bounds. You know, and it's just pressure. They're young men. They're learning and they're growing, and that's what we're saying. But there were some opportunity moments that they allowed Seattle Prep to gain some life now.
Well, it's a lot of pressure, Joyce.
Yes.
And you know that. And these are young men.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Young men. It's a lot. It's just a high pressure situation.
Yes. And they're growing and they're, developing. Now we getting ready to see.
At the same time, is the moment too big?
Well,
I guess we'll find out.
Well,
Christian King calmly stepped up and hit 3 free throws with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. To bring this game to 63-63, we're going to have 4 more minutes, Joyce.
Rainier Beach got to take care of the ball. They got to take care of the ball.
We're going to give a re-jump of that basketball. Russell Connolly wins the tip.
Now the ball's got to move. Got to move the ball.
Back to Miles.
Rainier Beach has to move the ball. Move the ball, move the body. This one gets him in trouble. You cannot.
Loses the dribble.
It's too hard.
DeMar Johnson the other way behind the back. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson's shot misses everything. Connolly with another big rebound. Robinson pulls up from 3. Robinson's 3 doesn't go. DeMar Johnson, Beach inside getting the board. DeMar Johnson's shot doesn't go, but he'll be fine and he'll be fouled and go to the line. And Joyce Beach on the offensive boards.
It's a beautiful thing, right? Shooters usually know if the ball's coming out before where it's coming for anybody else. So DeMar just did what's a natural, instinctive thing. He just followed his shot.
And so that'll be 2 shots, I believe, if they're calling that in the act of shooting. As the DeMar Johnson looks like he's potentially headed to the locker room. And we hope that he's okay.
Somebody's got maybe got some blood on him or something.
That's probably what it is.
Yes. Hey, Baby Petty got to step up and shoot some shots, though. Baby Petty, Jerry Petty. Son, let's see.
Come
on.
Cold off the bench, but he's always hot when he's on the floor.
Look, that little cat been shooting since he was like 2 feet 2.
And the shot rolls in and out. Jerry Petty Jr. Now, on the other end, you don't have DeMar Johnson's defense as well, with DeMar Johnson out of the game right now. Second shot by Petty. That one shakes and finally drops through the hoop to put Beach up by 1.
Wowzer.
And Mario Clark into the game for Petty.
Wowzer.
Braden Smith. You got 4 minutes left and you got Braden Smith. You have a chance. King with the ball. Once the shot falls down, back to Smith. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Seattle Prep. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Smith drives to the hoop. Shot off the glass doesn't go. Rebounded by Velling. That shot doesn't go. Josh Connerly with another big rebound. Quickly the other way. Miles Damon Finds Mario Clark under the hoop. The ball on the floor. Ball loose. Players on the
They
floor.
are fighting for the ball. Follow, traveling.
And
Both guys
they
were.
are going to call traveling.
Oh, that's a tough call. Both guys were going for the ball. Nobody had established possession.
Coach Bea doesn't like it. The ref
That's a tough
reinforces.
call right there. Nobody had possession.
Somebody needs to remember to bring a towel to these games. Just one towel. Wipe up the perspiration. I don't understand.
Maybe a mop. Maybe a
not
little
a
dry
towel in the
mop.
building. All right, it doesn't matter. Crawford Court at Rainier Beach. Seattle Prep down by 1, 64-63. They've got the ball. Braden Smith with it. Guarded tightly by Miles Damon again. Trying to get the ball to Christian King. They do get it to him at half court, though. And then we're going to have a foul again, Joyce, like you said, 30 feet away from the hoop.
There's no reason to play them out there like that because the refs are, you're not sure what they're calling. Sometimes they're letting it go. Other times they're calling it close. So you need arms distance away when you're playing defense way out there.
And Christian King, who sent this game into the overtime, 19 points at the half. And again, this one softly rolls in to give him 28 for the night.
Wow.
And he's creeping closer to that 40 you said
He
have.
might have 2 made baskets. He done got about 7 or 8 from the free throw line.
And that shot falls in and out. So, Joyce, once again, we were all knotted up, 64-64.
Way this game going as it should be.
Lamar Robinson drives to the hoop. Little floater, doesn't go. Velling almost tipped it into the Rainier Beach basket.
This Seattle Prep's kind of game right here.
And Braden Smith, the leader of this team, banks the shot off the glass to put Seattle Prep up by 2 with 2:08 to go. Amir Robinson drives, dishes off. Shot is knocked out of the hands of Jalen Green, out of bounds. Jalen Green up high, but the ball was tipped away. So Beach will retain possession with 18 seconds left.
The stress of it all.
On the shot clock. 2:01 to go in the game. Beach down by 2. Jalen Green with it on the right side. Finds DeMar Johnson. Johnson thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
You got to give it to your...
6 seconds on the shot clock. Miles Damon at the free throw line. 3 seconds. Pass down low. No time left. Connerly has it. They're going to run out of time and not get a shot off, Joyce.
Yeah, but court awareness for Beach right now is kind of troubling because they've been in this situation throughout the second half with decision making.
Prep with 140. Braden Smith with the ball in his hands. And again, Joyce, when you have a player like that, you always have a chance to win. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Braden Smith has it. Finds Marinkovic back in the hands. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Smith drives, stops, finds an open Velling. Velling under the hoop. Ball is loose on the floor.
Did you see him anticipate that double dribble?
And I think they were going to get a foul call, Joyce, and that's going to...
Did you see, remember Jalen Green read that? He read it like a defensive back. That cross-court pass, he just sat on it, and he was off and gone.
Velling was under the hoop, and again, didn't go up with the shot.
Didn't want no parts of that.
Didn't want it under there. And tried to kick it out, and you're right, and Jalen Green was waiting for it. And DeMar Johnson back in the game now. Hits that first free throw to pull Beach within 1 with 1:11 to go. Next shot, that one is true as well, 66-66.
Nobody wants to go home. Look.
Marinkovic in the front court. Again, the ball is Braden back to Marinkovic. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Braden double team. Finds an open rush for 3. Shot doesn't go. Smith with it. They'll reset the shot clock. Smith fires up a shot. I don't know why he did that.
He thought he was fouled. He was looking for a foul.
Robinson down the other way, pulls up just inside the free throw line, and Beach back up by 2 after Robinson hits a big shot. Full court pressure by Beach, comes up with the steal.
Yeah, take your time, team.
31 seconds left in the game. Beach up by 2 and the ball. Miles Damon with it. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Can't do it by yourself. It's going to be a problem.
Damon pulls up, shot off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Josh Connolly. Connolly back up. Doesn't get the shot, but Connolly will go to the line again with 14.9 seconds left. If Connolly hits both these free throws, it's a 2-possession game.
He brought his hard hat tonight, right? He cleaning up all kind of stuff under that basket, Mr. Connolly Jr.
Well, Joyce, he's my MVP if Beach
Absolutely.
pulls this off.
Absolutely. You just make one. Just make one.
And that shot rolls in and out, Joyce. And
has he been playing, what, the whole entire game?
Either way it goes, this is going to be a 1-possession game now. Next shot by Connolly is up. And that one goes. 3-point game. Ball inbounded to Braden Smith. Smith splits the defense. Finds King. Open Marinkovic. Marinkovic sinks to 3. Marinkovic sinks to 3. 3 seconds left. DeMar Johnson in the front court. 1.8. Johnson puts it up. Doesn't go. We've got double overtime. Double overtime.
Oh, Tony B. They don't want to go home.
Marinkovic hesitant to shoot the ball all game. Even that one looked like, I don't know, and drains the 3-point shot.
Hey, Coach Michael Kelly just pointed over at me and just smiled. You know? Look, we here. We here.
Oh, boy.
What a great game. And you know what? Whoever wins this game, both teams deserve to play Friday. They both going to play. But one of them going to play for the Metro Championship. We hope they got something left in the tank. They going to have to rest up because the next one is amazing. Hate to see either team lose this game.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B, and the legend Joyce Walker. We are now here at Crawford Court going into overtime, double overtime. All tied up at 69. And Prep just will not quit.
No, they will not quit. And they shouldn't quit because they're well prepared as well, both teams. It comes up to what kind of decisions are we making with the ball for both teams? Because both teams have had some suspect possessions. Okay? Where they wish they had that back. The
4 more
back.
minutes. The tip goes. DeMar Johnson gets it.
I like to see DeMar just settle down a little bit more. Just settle down a little bit.
Johnson doesn't take the 3, drives into the key, does go up, shot doesn't go, kind of a wild shot, but I think
he got bailed out on that
call.
one. But he forced the issue. He got bailed out on that one. But you can't fault a guy for putting the pressure on the defense because that's what he's done.
Yeah.
He put the pressure on the defense, got his hands on some balls. I'm sure he got a couple possessions he'd like to have back, but he can clean it up all right here.
He also got a couple possessions from Seattle Prep that they'd like to have back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the first shot by Johnson goes. Beach now up by 1. The next shot by Johnson. That one rolls off. Connolly almost gets the rebound. It looks like the Prep player, Jack Kelly, knocked it out.
He forced the issue. Beach gets the ball. My, Mr. Junior, Connolly Jr. is going to work, folks. You'll never see it in as far as points, but he's done everything else.
Beach will inbound the ball to the left underneath their own basket. Lamar Johnson gets it into Robinson. Robinson fires a 3. Robinson's 3 bounces high off the rim. This time, Belling snatches the rebound, and then the other way, Russ with the jam. Nice pass from Braden Smith. And Russ jams it home and puts Seattle Prep back up by 1.
Can't do it by yourself.
Amir Robinson, ball knocked away. Robinson on the floor, gets it back. No foul called. Seattle Prep with the ball. Jalen Green grabs a hold of it.
That's not right. That's a foul. They knocked that man down. That's a clear foul.
And we're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of Seattle Prep.
Ooh, refs missed that one. That's a clear foul. But that's what happens when you leave it close. When you leave the games close, anything can go either kind of way.
3:17 left here to go in the
It's
second
unfortunate.
overtime.
Did he foul out, Robinson? Oh, no, he got knocked down pretty hard. Trying to get him a little breather, probably.
So Robinson will go to the sidelines on that last non-call. They double team.
Can't double team him like that because he knows it now.
Smith stops, loses the defensive player, pulls up, and drains the free throw jumper. Braden Smith puts Seattle Prep up 9-3 now, and Beach down by 3 with 2:52 left. Double team coming on Miles Damon. Deep cross-court pass almost gets away from him, and again double team by Mario Clark. Almost drags the pivot foot. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the ball to Mario Clark down low. Shot goes up, doesn't go, but there'll be a foul called. And Mario Clark will have an opportunity to go to the line, get a couple free throws, and pull the Vikings back within 2 or potentially within 1. You having a good time, too?
I'm having a great time. I'm watching these boys. Look, whether it's going good or not, both teams are playing hard. Right? Both teams are playing hard.
And back into the game, Dylan Hoffman is going to check in for Marinkovic. Marinkovic hit that big 3 to pull this into double overtime.
What should we expect? Anything different? All kind of magic is going on this floor.
So there must be Seattle Prep fans now doing that hollering here at Crawford Court. And the first shot rolls in and rolls out. Mario Clark, he'll get another opportunity, and we'll be able to pull them within 2. Next shot by Clark. Up, leaves it, flicks the wrist. That one drains into the bucket. Beach back within 2. Pressure applied in backcourt. And Braden Smith breaks the double team, gets the ball in the front court. Still double team, gets it over. Hoffman back in the hands of Smith. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Smith on the left side drives, loses the ball. Picked up by Velling. Christian King with an open 3. This time it doesn't go. Josh Connerly with another rebound.
Great.
It looked like Ziggy Holmes might be cramping up, and there's a timeout called.
Rainier Beach dodged the bullet because Seattle Prep got the shot and the shooter they wanted taking the shot.
And Holmes in a little pain over there. Well, right in front of us, actually. Oh, boy.
Hope he's okay.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
And didn't really see what happened, Joyce. He just pulled up, and now he's walking and not putting any pressure on that right leg as we go to the sidelines.
Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Beach
Hope
down
Mr.
2.
Holmes is okay.
DeMar Johnson with the ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Get the ball in the hands of Connolly out on top. Guarded by Velling. They drop it down low to Mario Clark. Shot is batted away by Tyler Russ. 7 seconds. They better pay attention to the shot clock. 4 seconds on the shot clock. DeMar Johnson with it. 2 seconds. DeMar Johnson puts it up off the glass. Let's go. Josh Connerly bully balls that rebound away. Josh Connerly again. Josh Connerly.
Josh Connerly going to work. Okay? He's like, look, okay, y'all missing shots. I got you. Let's go. It's amazing. Amazing.
Wow.
This game would have been over without his extra efforts.
Josh Connolly and Braden Smith actually had that rebound together, and Connolly took it from him.
You better know that's about what? That's about 285.
And you know Braden Smith is not the kind of player to want to let the ball go.
Just make one, baby.
And Connolly misses the free throw. Connolly with another attempt. And he can pull Beach within one with 1:38 to go. This shot is up from Connolly. That one doesn't go. Rebounded. Ball is loose. Finally, Hoffman gets it to Braden Smith. Namir Robinson. Lob pass to Christian King. Christian King lays it in off the glass. 4-point lead now for Seattle Prep with 1:24 here to go in the game. Miles Damon finds Namir Robinson. Robinson out on top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:15 left in the game. Robinson looks for a screen from Connolly. Robinson double teamed. While the DeMar Johnson spins on the baseline, might have stepped out of bounds or was fouled.
Mr. Johnson shooting it over the backboard.
And so again, it's coming down to free throws for Beach.
Yes.
Missed 3 out of their last 4 free throws. DeMar Johnson at the line now for a couple. This one's up. And that one rolls out for Beach, Joyce.
Beach had this game 3 or 4 times before we even got into any overtime. So, you know, there's some things they got to look at. If they can't come back, it's a matter of comeback.
Next shot by DeMar Johnson goes. 3-point lead now for Beach. Again, the ball back in the hands of Braden Smith. Waves everybody up. Here comes the double team.
Quarterback's hand.
Ball back to Smith. Double team by Johnson. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes the double team again. Braden Smith weaving through. Finds an open player. Russ and Braden Smith working his magic with the ball.
We're just picking them apart. When you feel like you have to foul.
And back the other way, Miles Damon makes a layup, and Braden Smith not happy that he got that layup. 77-74, 37.2 seconds left in the game here on Crawford Court. Seattle Prep Panthers in front. Mr. Bellis, we have a final in that Garfield game.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw the bracket there on the screen there. You can see Garfield defeating West Seattle 88-56. They move on to the championship on Rainier Avenue Radio this Friday night at 8 p.m. They'll play the winner of this contest. Also on the district qualifier, O'Day moves on, defeating Lakeside by 20, 70-50. They'll play Ballard. That is not a loser-out game. Both of those two teams will move on to the SeaKing District, and they'll be the 7th and the 8th place out of the SeaKing. They'll play in the first round on Saturday when the SeaKing starts.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.World, bringing you high school basketball, the semifinals. The winner of this game will go on to face Garfield on Friday at Seattle Pacific University for the Metro Championship. The championship of the city of Seattle. 35 seconds left, ball inbounded to Smith. Double team comes, Smith holds up. Again, Smith gets the ball in the front court. King has it. The double team triple team on Smith. And we're going to get a foul called.
Yeah, this is a tough one because they let Seattle Prep hang around long enough till they figured out some things, right? Missed a lot of free throws, some turnovers, and Seattle Prep just stayed the course. They stayed the course.
I feel like this is deja vu, Joyce. How many times have we said, if you let a team hang around, this could happen?
Yeah. And all the most improbable things. You're up 3 with 3 seconds to go, and you foul a guy, a 3-point shooter, to get to the first overtime. Yeah. You secured it and did everything you could do.
And then to get to the next overtime, Prep comes down, hits another 3 with 4 seconds left. Up by 5 now, 22 seconds to go. Namir Robinson pulls up for a deep 3, buries the 3, Robinson! 15 seconds left in the game, down 2, Beach now. Ball is inbounded, ball comes to Smith. 9 seconds. Smith finally fouled with 8.6 seconds left in the game.
Hey, they got 4 players guarding him. 4 players guarding the Smith. There's no foul. Coach called a timeout.
Timeout called, so no foul.
Which is in the favor of Rainier Beach. In their favor, so they don't waste a foul. The man doesn't get to go to the free throw line.
8.6 seconds left. Double overtime. Joyce, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We could be looking at triple overtime.
As a possibility. There's a
possibility.
But there's 8 seconds. So, but the ball is in Seattle Prep's favor. They can just run the clock out, right? They're going to have to foul. If they can't get the steal off the first pass, they're going to have to foul.
Joyce, when it came down to Seattle Prep hit free throws,
yeah,
Rainier Beach did not.
Right. Rainier Beach made a lot of mistakes, though, uncharacteristic mistakes with the ball, and so it gave Seattle Prep life. Seattle Prep only knows this. They're going to run their offense. They're going to penetrate. They're going to this. And it also came down to Braden Smith, okay? He got his players comfortable shots.
Yeah, he did do that.
He got them comfortable shots.
And they put the ball in his hands.
That's the difference between the 2 point guards. One is more athletic. The other one, Braden Smith, is methodical. That's the word, methodical.
So the ball comes in, and immediately a foul with 6 seconds left. Tyler Mruss is going to go to the line. An opportunity to hit both free throws and turn this into a 2-possession game with 6 seconds left.
What a game. There's going to be some elation and there's going to be some deflation on how whoever you rolling with.
And this first shot by Tyler Mruss. 3-point lead for Seattle Prep. 6 seconds left.
I like it when a team can fuss at each other and they still go get the win. They go get the W. You're not where you're supposed to be. And they still figure it out.
Big free throw here. And that one's good. 4-point lead now. Miles Damon doesn't touch the ball quickly in the front court. Pulls up from 3. Shot doesn't go. 1 second. That's it. Triple zeros. And a come-from-behind victory. Seattle Prep down 18 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left.
Never say die.
Ties the game, sends it into overtime, and then with overtime, comes back again, hits a big 3.
Yeah.
Seattle Prep, 81.
Coach Bear got a lot of tape to look at how it could have been different. So that's the good news, right? The good news. And congratulations, Seattle Prep. They got another juggernaut that plays the same kind of way coming up on Friday, right? But look, don't count them young men out because they played hard.
Yeah.
They played hard. Give them their.
You guys are too kind. You should charge a subscription for that game.
You know what? Look, we saw it. We saw it. He want to talk. Look,
yes, he does.
I bet he won't be talking to us on Friday. Let's see if see if we get an interview on Friday from Coach Kelly, okay? Now, note it down. We wrote it down. We need an interview from Coach Kelly on Friday.
And so,
what
Joyce,
What a game.
Again, as the baskets are being tilted up, final score 81-77. Joyce, great game. The legend Joyce Walker joining us. And then we've also got the girls' championship game as well.
Absolutely.
At 6 o'clock.
Absolutely.
And we'll do that. Then at 8 o'clock, we'll have, apparently we know now, Garfield will be taking on Seattle Prep. I got to admit, I'm a little surprised. Especially when Beach was up by 18.
I was never comfortable kind of watching because I was watching possessions. Mm-hmm. What did they do with the ball?
ball. Your teammates want that player to have
He
the
was
ball.
fussing with his teammates. He was making sure if we lose this game, it's going to be on my shoulders because I'm going to do my best to put you in the best position. Difference of the game.
We're going to go to Mr. Bellis here and see if we can get a quick final wrap-up. What's going on here?
All right, yes, as we throw the championship bracket on the screen, you can see there it is Garfield versus Seattle Prep going on this Friday night. 8 p.m. right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll broadcast that game for you. You can tune in then for that game. Also in the district qualifier, O'Day and Ballard both moving on. They will play in the 7th and 8th place game for Metro tomorrow at Ingram. Both of those teams will move on to the SeaKing District, and we'll throw that bracket on there for you real quick. This is what the SeaKing is looking like. I'm going to make that a full screen type of deal. And as you can see, I'm going to try to get this going right there like that. Yes. The first, second, and the third out of Metro will move on, get a first round bye. That's crucial right there. So both Garfield and Seattle Prep will get a first round bye and move on there to start on February 15th and host their first games right there. Everybody else moving out of Metro will play in the first round in a loser out contest. So that means Beach will play in a loser out contest. They'll play for third, fourth place though against West Seattle tomorrow with a decision right there to find out. Thank you all for listening in to Rainier Avenue Radio tonight. There will be a special edition of Fresh Juice on at 10 p.m., an hour late because due to this coverage of this game, they'll have Arrested Development's own speech and Atina, an R&B singer out of L.A. So tune in for that on Rainier Avenue Radio here in 1 hour for Fresh Juice featuring Arrested Development own speech and Atina, a singer, a real throwback R&B singer out of L.A. Thank you for listening, and peace and bless.